What if I told you that finally, right now, and I mean now, there is already a word in Spanish that has since become more famous than any other word in Español. It truly is the word of 1,000 uses. And that word is ya. Spanish has a variety of words that change their meaning depending on the context in which it's used. Ya in Spanish is one of these. This tiny word is surprisingly versatile, carrying with it great powers to travel through time and to qualify when something happens within the time frame of our discussion. In today's video, we will cover the various uses of ya in Español to refer to nuances in time. In addition, we will go over how to use ya as an agreement, and finally we'll offer a handy list of useful ya expressions you can use to sound more like a native speaker. So, are you ready to get started? Ya. Comenzamos ya. This is ya en español. Let's take a trip to the past with our first use of ya. Ya in the past tense. We're now back in high school. Hey, wait a second. This is my high school. Oh no, I've traveled back to the day of my Spanish high school test. Okay, wait, I remember. I already studied for this exam. Ya is the direct translation of already in Spanish. We use ya to indicate that an action is complete. For example, it's common to use ya in a question to ask if a specific action has already been completed. Although you might not use already all the time because it may sound awkward or too repetitive, ya is used frequently in Spanish. So, for example, ellos ya estudiaron para su examen translates to they have already studied for their exam. Now, let's head to the present, or present tense. Looks like we're still in the past in my old bedroom. Ven a recoger tus juguetes ya. Come pick up your toys right now. Ya voy, mamá. I'm coming, Mom. My mom sure sounds like she wants me to pick up my toys right now. In this case, ya expresses that something is happening or something is necessary at the moment. Also, we use it when we want someone to do something right away without wasting time or to answer when someone is calling us. For example, at work when the person in charge gives orders to others or when our mom calls us to do something. All right, let's get out of here before I get more chores. Okay, and now let's talk about connecting past and present. We can connect the present with the past using ya. It acts as a bridge, bringing the actions of past and present together. So for a sentence like, La torta estaba rica ayer, pero hoy ya no sabe tan bien. It translates to, the cake was delicious yesterday, but today it doesn't taste so good. Yesterday things were one way, but today, ya, they're different. So in this context, ya means today, referring to the present time or current situation. Kind of like saying at this point. In fact, ya can mean at this point, directly. For example, éramos 5 personas en casa, pero ya somos 3 desde que 2 de mis hijos se casaron. Translates to, we were 5 people at home, but we're 3 at this point since 2 of my children got married. See? Ya really is versatile. Now, let's head to the future. Ya in the future tense. You can also use ya in español to talk about events in the future. Here, we know that events or situations will occur eventually. Ahora no hay dinero para reparar la nevera. Ya se hará eso el próximo mes. Now there is no money to repair the fridge. That will be done next month. Okay. Time to head back to the present. Or should I stay in the future? Well, sounds like a good time to talk about making up our minds, right? Finally, I'm back. Speaking of finally and ultimately, in this case, the Spanish ya is used to mark the point where we finally make up our mind or make a decision. Either we finally did it or we are going to do it ultimately. So, for example, if I were to say something like, ya sabemos lo que pasará si finalmente decidimos mudarnos a otro estado. This translates to, we already know what will happen if we ultimately decide to move to another state. Another example is, le he dado muchas vueltas a este problema. Ya es hora de resolverlo. Translates to, I've given this problem a lot of thought. It is time to solve it. Now let's talk about ya as an agreement. In some cases, we use ya for expressing agreement, understanding, surprise, or suspicion when someone makes a comment about someone else, an event, or a situation. Note that sometimes when we use ya in Spanish, there's not really an English equivalent in the translation. It really comes down to an emphatic tone to underline the agreement or surprise. For example, ya entiendo lo que dices. La gente en este vecindario sí que tiene mal carácter. Translates to, I totally understand what you're saying now. The people in this neighborhood really do have bad tempers. If I say, ya sé, pero ahora no necesito tu ayuda, which means I know, but now I don't need your help. Notice the emphatic tone that communicates what I want to say? As if time travel wasn't complicated enough, let's leave you with some ya no expressions. In Spanish, ya no doesn't mean yes, no. We use ya no to refer to an action that triggered a change. For example, ¿sigues estudiando español? No, ya no tomo clases debido al trabajo. Translates to, are you still studying Spanish? No, I no longer take classes due to work. Another example is, Raúl ya no fuma. Ha decidido que es lo mejor para su salud. Which translates to, Raúl no longer smokes. He decided it's what's best for his health. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but we've merely scratched the surface of what this little two-letter word can do. And for more tips, tricks, and expressions using ya, check out our in-depth guide in the description below. And if you want to learn even more Spanish, why not schedule your first Baselang class today? At Baselang.com, you get access to unlimited one-on-one Spanish classes with native-speaking teachers, all via Zoom. Try your first week for only $1. Ready for another lesson? Check out our video on 5 ways to use the verb to become in Español. You just might become a better Spanish speaker. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.